medicine to that sick patient, you cannot take it away once the medicine has been intake with a patient. So therefore, you must be very extra careful. You must be very extra careful because you are dealing with life. Instead, you can save the life of your patient, but when you commit wrong or when you commit mistake, you might make him die, right?
Yes.
Yes. And another thing is that they have to work at nighttime. Unlike us, that during nighttime we are having our well sound sleep. During nighttime we are having our very well sleep. But for doctors and nurses, they have to work even at night. They have to work even at night. So that makes their life difficult or work difficult. Okay. And of
Yeah.
course, with the accountant, they are dealing with money. And the moment they, what is that, do mistake in entering number in their calculator, it is now a very big difference. Like for example, they have to supposed to write 100 dong in the calculator, but since they got a mistake, they have written there 1000 dong, so it is now very different. They will be having a very difficult, a big problem of that mistake because that's money. Another is for the police, yes, or police, maybe police or soldiers. Police or soldiers, they are also having a difficult work because they are risking their lives. They are risking their lives. Their lives sometimes are in danger. They will be facing difficult situations or dangerous situations. Like for example, when you are a police and then, yeah, when you caught a criminal, when you are a soldier, when you have a fight, when you have a battle of the many bad individuals. So your life will be in danger. Okay, you will be facing a dangerous situation. Okay, so that is our idea. Okay, that is what we think. But let's find out in this book who has the most stressful job. Okay, let's find out. Okay, who has the most stressful job in this book? I can't record. Can you? Hmm, I can't record. Ah,
Mm, I can't hear you.
for a while. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, what about that one? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so this time let's know mm, who has the most stressful job. Okay, no one has a harder job than miners. They work long hours deep underground. The work is dirty and dangerous. At any time, the earth may collapse around them. If they are not crushed to death immediately, they will die soon from lack of air. Even if they have enough air, they may starve to death while the rescuers try to find them. But even if they are lucky and never have any accidents, the air they breathe is extremely dirty. So they usually suffer from decades of serious lung disease. Okay, so who has the most stressful job based on this book? It's the
The minor.
miners.
Yeah.
Do you know miners?
Yes.
Yes. So they are digging hole under, of course, under the land, and then yeah, they are looking for gold, bronze. So they are looking for minerals. Okay, underground, underneath, and whenever the water, no, the what is that? The land collapse, and then they will be uh what is that? They will die. They will crush to death whenever the earth collapse because they are working underground. That's a very dangerous job. Okay, this time, who has the most stressful job in your opinion? Okay, aside from, yeah, you've said a police officer, doctor. Who else do you want to add? Last time you
The
said police, doctor.
maybe that is the president. Yeah.
Yes, president also. What else?
That's all.
What about the jobless?
I don't know about the meaning of brokenness.
The person who doesn't have a job.
Uh, okay, that's really really stressful because we don't have any money from job. Yeah.
Yes. Jobless refers to the person who doesn't have a job. So this is stressful. Yes, because every day you need money to survive. Every day you need money for your food, for your bills, for everything. So this is stress. This is stressful. Now look at the pictures. Okay, stress. So probably he easily gets angry like this, right?
Yeah. Please.
When a person is stressed, he easily gets angry even to little things. Okay. Mm. This time, let's find out their answers. People in sales have tremendously stressful. People in sales have tremendously stressful jobs because they work on commission. In other words, they get a percentage of how much they sell. Part of the stress then is due to wage instability. One week they may do very well, and the next day they may sell nothing. So it is very hard to plan ahead financially. The other part of the stress is in making the sales pitch itself. The customer somehow has to be persuaded not only that he needs the product in question, but that he can needs it in right now. Okay, we will learn first the difficult words. Mm. Tremendous means very great in size, amount of intensity. If it is tremendous work, if it is it refers to a very big work, a very many. Okay, the many works. Tremendous. Commission, amount of money made every time a product is sold. Okay, example. For the sales individuals, they are having commission. If they can sell one product, they will have a commission, like for example, 10% of the amount of the product. If the product is 1,000 dong, then if they can sell one product, they will have 10 dong every product. So that means they need to sell more products in order for them to get big commission. Do you understand the word commission?
Yeah.
Yes. So it's very difficult. You need to talk more. You need to convince many buyers that they will buy the product in order for you to get the sales. I mean, the percentage or the commission. That is why this person is telling here that the salesperson is having a tremendous job. In question, under consideration now. When you are a salesperson, you need to be very effective in convincing the people or the buyer to buy your product, that they should not think that they will have to consider, that they will not tell you, okay, I will think it over and I will just call you if I want to buy. No, that's not your goal. Because if all of the people you have been shared about your product will have the same answer, that they will think it over, they will call you when they want to buy the product. If that is always the answer of the person you are dealing with your product, then you wouldn't have the commission, you wouldn't have the money for that day. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yes, that is why it is somehow quite challenging. It is somehow quite difficult because you need to be best in convincing people. What about productive? Productive means leading to a useful result. Productive means leading to a useful result. Okay, if you have sales a lot of product today, then you will have a useful result because you will be having big commission. Sales pitch, high pressure sales talk. You have the very best, mm, what is that? Ability. If you are a salesperson, you must have a very high ability to convince people about the product that you are dealing with them. Cope with, deal with, okay, deal with. Symptom, sign of the disorder or disease. Okay, sign of the disorder or disease. Okay, these are now the difficult words that we will encounter in this book. Now again, okay, now, okay, I will read this one. People in sales have tremendously stressful jobs because they work on commission. In other words, they get a percentage of how much they sell. Part of the stress then is due to the wage instability. One week, they may do very well, and the next, they may sell nothing at all. So, it is very hard to plan ahead financially. The other part of the stress is in making the sales pitch itself. The customer somehow has to be persuaded not only that he needs the product in question, but that he needs it right now. Okay, so people in sales, according to this person, have tremendously a very stressful job because they need to sell more products. They need to be good in sales talk. They need to be good in convincing the people that their product is good. Because if no one will buy their product, then they will not have the commission. So that means they cannot earn, right?
Yes.
Okay, what about number two? Please read the answer of number two.
The head of any government has a terribly hard time at his job because he is under constant pressure from every direction. He has to make political, legal, military, economic, diplomatic, and social police, while also managing public relations effectively. It's no wonder that picture of presidents show them aging
Aging.
rapidly through the course of their administration.
Okay. So, what do you understand in this?
I try to understand.
Yes, please try to read.
Yeah, clear.
So, who is the stressful? Who has the stressful job in this answer?
The president.
Yes, the president. According to this book, the president has the most stressful job because imagine he has to make what is the plan or decisions in the political, legal, military, economic, and diplomatic, as well as social policies. While of course, do you feel? Okay, what about the president in Vietnam this time? Do you feel that who is your president? Is he a girl or boy in Vietnam?
In my country, the prime minister
Okay, prime
always the male.
male. Okay, so do you think he what is that? He is stressed with the COVID-19 in your country this time? Do you think he is stressed?
Of course, this
Yes.
time many provinces in the north controlled the COVID really well, but in the south of my country, especially the Ho Chi Minh City, the COVID-19 really hard for controlled. So I think every people at the moment are really stressed, especially my prime minister. Yeah.
Okay, yes, same here in the Philippines. Same here in the Philippines. The COVID-19 cases is increasing every day. So that is why the president is having very what is the terrible stress during this time of pandemic because yeah, we are facing a health threat this time. So that is why this person in this answer telling us it's the president, it's the head of the government has the terrible or the most terrible job. Okay. What about this one? Speak your mind. What is the most stressful part of your job? What is the most stressful
What is the most stressful part of your job? I think the my main job is the manager.
Mm-mm.
So and the part of manager I feel really difficult with me. That is when I face with the accounting. Yeah,
Yes, so yes, a manager will also act as an accountant to his business, right?
yeah.
Because you will not only rely 100% to the accountant you have paid, you have also to check, you have also to evaluate whether the report he or she has submitted to you is correct. So you need to balance, you need also to think, you need also to trace your expenses and your profit in the company. So yes, I agree with you that it is also a very difficult job of a manager. How could this stress be listened? How could this stress be listened? What's your technique?
How could this stress
Be
be
listened
lessened?
or yeah, or minimize.
I don't understand the question.
Oh, to reduce stress. How could you reduce stress in
Uh,
yourself about that part, accounting part?
I think I have to hire another person. She can't control account in my country really well, and
Mm.
that is the best way to help me reduce the stressful from the accounting. Yeah.
Okay, that's a very good technique because you have a lot of tasks to do, to manage, to supervise, to check your people, well, yeah, to supervise your people. Plus, you do the accounting part. You have okay. The way that you could reduce the stress about that accounting matter, yes, is to hire or is to have another expert in the field. Okay. What about number two? Do you think there is any relationship between the degree of stress and the payment for a job? Like, for example, if you are,
Yeah, of course. Because when I want to earn a lot of money, I have to face with more pressure in life. That's also the same with when I have a higher position. I also have to accept with more stress in job. So that's normally thing in job, every job. Yeah.
okay, now, in your opinion, what do you like? Ah, having more money with more stress or having enough money with less stress? Which would you prefer?
Um, I think I don't like a stable life, so I like the job with higher stressful. And of course, I also have a more opportunity for earning money than a stable job. Yeah.
Okay. What about number three? What is the most effective way of coping with stress? Coping means dealing with. How do you deal? How do you face in your own way? How do you deal when you are in a difficult, on a very stressful situation? How do you deal with it? How do you cope up with it?
Yeah. I think the best way with me when I face with the stress, that's it. I try to face direction with my chest. Sometimes I can easy to overcome. Sometimes I feel really difficult. But with the difficult time when I feel really hard, for I can overcome the stress, I try to forget everything and try to do another thing not related with the current stress. And after that, I will come back face with my stress more easier. So that is my way when I face or cope with my stress.
Stress. Okay, it's very good way. That's very good technique. If you cannot solve that stress right away, if you cannot solve that stress right away, then better leave it. Do another task that enjoys you. Do not stay that stressful situation. Okay. What about number four? Some people insist that stress is necessary to be productive. Do you agree? Why? Some people in
Um, yes, I think that's stress in job sometimes very good. When we have to face with a stressful, that's also we have to more focus on situation, and sometimes we have to take all the motivative in my mind. for put everything faster. So that means we can easy effective that with the stressful in job. Yeah, I think so.
Yes. Yes, it's quite true. Yeah, stress is sometimes necessary. Sometimes not all. Because if it is always, then it will also make us what is that? Burn out. Sometimes stress is necessary for us to be productive in our work. Now, sometimes when we get stressed, it makes us also become good in decision making, because when we are facing problem with our job, when we are facing with difficulties with our job, it push ourselves to think ways on how can we get or how can we solve the problem. So in that way, it makes us become productive in our task. That is why sometimes stress is necessary for us to be effective in our task. But of course, it shouldn't be always, because if it is always, then it is not also good for us. Okay, it is sometimes good. Oh, can you tell me what are the symptoms of stress?
Yes, I think really hard for I can find the symptoms of stress. Many times I feel really normal because every day I always face with many other jobs. So sometimes it's really stress and sometimes it's really easy. So if you ask me, so
Yeah,
some symptoms
symptoms.
of stress, I feel really difficult for I can find out. Yeah, maybe that's either restless
Okay,
or
restless. Yes,
yeah,
restless.
and I'm not sure about that. Maybe I just offer one thing, one symptom of stress.
Mm.
That's either restlessness.
Okay. Yes, you're correct. A person who is stressed is restless. No matter how he wants to sleep at night, he cannot sleep because his mind is keep on thinking about the unfinished jobs, about the problems that he needs to solve. Okay, he is restless. Another is he easily gets angry. He easily gets angry. Do you understand that a person who is uh stressful easily gets angry? Do you believe?
Yeah,
Yes, even if it is just simple things, uh, uh symptoms. Mm. So we have here, can you see? Can you see?
yeah. No
Okay.
energy, headaches, upset stomach, including diarrhea. Yeah, chest pain. Uh, maybe sometimes I feel low energy, headaches, upset. Yeah,
Upset.
yeah.
Insomnia. Insomnia, this what I mean that she cannot sleep, he cannot sleep.
Uh,
Insomnia. Uh,
insomnia.
insomnia. Even if he wants to sleep, but he cannot or she cannot because he has insomnia, or yeah, she has insomnia. Another is insomnia is inability to sleep. Inability to sleep. And of course, it is bad to our health because when you cannot sleep, then it is also not good to your health.
Yeah.
frequent colds, and infections, and loss of sexual desire or ability. So these are some symptoms of a person who is stressed. Low energy, headaches, upset stomach. Okay, that one. Another is that's physical. Okay, that's physical. Let's find out now the emotional. Okay, for the emotional effect, for the emotional effect of stress is we have depression and anxiety. Do you see? Okay. And depression, meaning to say you are worried, or a person is very worried, okay, or depressed. Anger, a person who is stressed easily gets angry, even if it is just a very little thing. Angry, irritability, or yeah, the one that you have said, restless. No matter how she wants to get rest, but she cannot have it because he is stressed. Feeling overwhelmed. Overwhelmed means feeling worried about something, feeling nervous about something. And another is unmotivated, unfocused, unfocused. So this is very good. Like for example, if you are a driver and you are stressed, and then you will become unfocused. So there might be accidents that you will encounter because you are unfocused with your driving. And that is because you are stressed. Trouble sleeping or sleeping too much. Okay. There are two results of effective of stress. Other people are having trouble sleeping, meaning to say, those people who cannot sleep, those people who have insomnia, or another sleeping too much. Those person who are tired, those persons who are tired will sleep too much, maybe whole day. They will just wake up when they want to eat, and after that what? Go back to sleep. After lunch, go back to sleep again. So that means he is stressed. These are the symptoms of a stressed person. Racing thoughts or constant worry. Racing thoughts or constant worry. Okay, you have many worries in your mind. What about problems with your memory or concentration? Oh, these are signs that you are stressed. Problems with your memory or concentration. You cannot easily remember things. Even your personal things, you can't remember. Even your password to your email. Okay, even your password to your email, your number, your cell phone number, you cannot memorize them. And that is a sign of stress. Like for example, you want to open to your email because there is a message that you want to check, but you cannot open it because you don't know. You forgot your password. There, it will feel you angry, it will feel you mad because you cannot open it and you cannot remember your password. Okay? Which among these symptoms you have experienced? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. So, can you tell me, these are examples of emotional signs. Can you choose which among these signs you have experienced before?
I think I faced with some symptoms before, like trouble sleeping,
Okay.
yeah, and problem with my memories.
Yes. What else do you have?
Uh,
More?
yeah, that's all.
Okay. Yes. Trouble sleeping. Is it? Yeah, trouble sleeping. When we have problems, we cannot control ourselves. We really want to go to sleep, but we cannot sleep because even if we are in our bed, we still keep on thinking about how to do this, when to do this. Uh, what is that? How can we solve this problem? How can we end this problem? So we keep on working, we keep on thinking about it, even if we are in our bed. Another is problems with your memory or concentration. Okay, what are the things that you commonly do not remember? You have problems with this one. You have problems with memory or concentration. What is that something that you always remember when you are stressed? I cannot hear you. I cannot hear you.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
When I faced with stress, my brain or my mind always forget the task I have to do in the day. Even
Yes.
though in the morning I always write down the task I have to do, but after that I forgot. Yeah.
Yes. That's correct. I also experienced that one. That I was not able to see my appointment because I really forgot that I have an appointment early in the morning. And sometimes also I forgot my keys. I forgot my keys. So that is why sometimes I am having a hard time to enter the house because I forgot the key. And sometimes when I am in school, oh, it's terrible because I left my key in the house. That means I need to go back to the house and get the key before I can open my classroom. Okay. And you know what, my friend has a problem because he forgot his key of his car. He forgot the key of his car, and then he was in a hurry because he was about to get late in his job. But the tendency is when he goes to his car, he doesn't have the key, so he go back to his room and look for the key, but then he found out that the key wasn't there, and then he cannot remember where did he place his key. So it took him for several minutes to find the key, and that is a very bad experience early in the morning. It will make us late with our job. It will make us worry, angry, nervous. Okay, we will all have bad feelings in that early morning when we lose our key. Another instance is sometimes we forgot where did we place our cell phone. Do you experience that one?
I think many people they always forget the normal thing like keys, wallet,
Yes. Wallet,
mobile
yes.
phone, yeah,
Yes.
and I am also the same. But I think it's not the problem with the stress because that's either small thing or a similar thing with ex people. So sometimes we just push and forget, and another time we need them, we have to find out. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I remember about the wallet. One of my friends also go to the department store, go to the grocery store, and he bought many groceries, and he is now in the counter. When the cashier is done computing his items, okay, the things that he buy, And then when the cashier gave him the amount of, yeah, the items that he buy, when he get his wallet, that's the time that he remember that he was not able to bring his wallet in his pocket. And you know what? There
Yeah.
were a lot of people falling in line next to him. Okay, example, if this is me, I am facing to the cashier. Okay, the cashier is done computing all my groceries. The cashier is telling me, okay, sir, ma'am, you have to pay 1,000 pesos. And then when he get his money in his wallet, yeah, he found out that he was not bringing wallet with him, and there are many people waiting next after him. So he was having a very terrible day. And then he asked sorry to the cashier and promised the cashier that he will be back. He will go home first and get his wallet. And according to him, it was his very embarrassing moment.
Yeah, I think that's why the Apple company they providing a tag when for people when they want to find out the wallet or the bag or sometimes even the a smartphone with us attached to wireless and we easy to find out them by mobile phone. Yeah.
Yes. So those are what is that, the situations, okay, any one of us can experience. Okay, so let's go back to the book. Okay, can anyone enjoy job related stress? If so, how? If not, why not? Can anyone enjoy job related stress? Do you still enjoy the job related stress?
I think stress is not good for my health, and I don't want to enjoy that. Yeah.
Okay, very good. That's a very good answer. Yes, stress is not good. It will ruin our day. It will destroy our day, our feeling, and even our health. So therefore, we should never get enjoy of that stress. I like that answer. I like your answer. Okay, so this time, okay, let's have this. What is the most stressful part of your job? How could the stress be lessened? I'm a teacher, and the most stressful aspect of my job is dealing with the parents. They always want special favors for their children, and they never respect my professionalism. The stress could be reduced greatly if people would only realize I'm there to help their children get an education, not to cause trouble for them. Okay, so this is a teacher, and she is telling that the stressful part of his job or her job is dealing with parents. Okay, dealing with parents. They always want special favors. Okay, but then of course, as a teacher, you cannot give favor to all parents, especially if you are handling many students in the class. There are some parents, yeah, it happened in a real life, yeah, in my situation. There are really parents who are believing too much about their children, about their son and daughter. They think that their daughter is very intelligent, but the fact is that daughter, their son is just an average student. Now, during the car day, during the release of their grades, there are some parents who are very confident. They will ask you why their son, why their daughter are having small grades. And they would say, oh, mom, why is my daughter having just only this grade? My daughter is very intelligent. My daughter is very good. So there are very few parents who are having that attitude. And as a teacher, you have to be transparent with your record. You have to let him or her see that these are the scores of her daughter and this is the total grade because there are some parents who are overconfident or very confident. Okay. Another is, what about this one? Okay, please read number 2.
Being an air traffic controller is the most stressful job in the world. We have to make life and death decisions so day long, uh, hurriedly, despite the ever changing traffic patterns. By the end of the day, I'm an emotional wreck. We should get shorter hours and more controllers to help us.
Okay, so being a an air traffic controller is the most stressful job. We have to make life and death decisions all day long. Hurriedly, despite the ever-changing traffic patterns. By the end of the day, I'm an emotional wreck. We should get shorter hours and more controllers to help us. Let's have here, okay, here. Rick means in a disorderly or worn out state. In a disorderly or worn out state. Corporate ladder, hierarchical, order of position, title, rank in an occupation, in a corporation. Yes, in a corporation, there is a CEO, the chief executive, the manager, the accountant, the clerk. So that is an example of corporate ladder. Okay, the head of the office, the CEO, the chief executive, the manager, the accountant, the clerk. Okay, so those are examples of corporate ladder. Delegate, give a part of one's work or duties or responsibilities who is more junior. Okay, I know you are a manager, so sometimes you delegate work to your employees. Okay, you maybe ask this person that you are the in charge of the sales, you are also in charge of the accounting, you are also in charge of the marketing. So that is delegate. You are giving tasks and duties to, yeah, persons. What about underlying? Worker who is ranked beneath, under, or subordinate. Underling. Underling, okay? The person in the company who is, what is that? The person in the company who is having a low position. Inverse, exactly opposite, okay? If this person is very friendly, the other one is not friendly. So that is an example of inverse, opposite. Beat, to do better. Okay. Okay, number 2. Do you think there is any relationship between the degree of stress and the payment for a job? The higher one goes up the corporate ladder, the more responsibility there is, and the higher the amount of stress. Okay, so yes, I think there is a close relationship. Okay, do you believe? Do you agree with this answer?
Of course,
Yes. The higher one goes up the corporate ladder, the more responsibility. And of course, if you have more responsibility, you will also have higher amount of stress. So there is a connection. There is a relationship between having, what is that? A high rank in the company with the high responsibility and with the high stress. Of course, you will have a lot of money, but of course, your stress also will increase. Okay, please read number 2. Please read number
uh,
2.
yeah, the relationship between pay and stress is inverse. The people with the highest salaries do the least work. They make decisions and delegate all the tasks to their underlings. Instead of being under stress, they are the ones who put the stress on the shoulders of others. Uh-huh.
What do you agree with this answer?
I don't think so. Because the most important person in a company, that's always the leader, because they face many decisions really difficult in the day.
Yes.
So if you offer a wrong decision, that's make their company bankrupt. So that's
Okay.
really stress. Yeah.
Yes, yes. When you are the head of the company, when you are the boss of the company, you should always make good decision in order for your company to grow up, not to bankrupt. Okay. So that is why it is stressful. Number three, what is the most effective way of coping with stress? Nothing beats good relaxation. I try to make sure that I have a half hour or so of quiet time in the afternoon when I just close my eyes and rest. I don't think I don't think I ever actually fall asleep, but when my nap is through, I feel refreshed and energized. Okay, this person is always giving himself good relaxation every day. Just 5 minutes or 10 minutes rest doing nothing, okay, is his way of coping stress. Oh, what about number two? Please read number two.
People need to completely separate home and work. I never take work home with me, never even talk about or think about work related matters. I enjoy my colleges, but I don't want to spend my free time with them because I know our job situation will end up being the main topic of conversation. Similarly, I refuse to take my home to the office. Any problems I'm having with my spouse or kids can be dealt with at home. I'm too busy at work to be distracted by them. One stressful situation at a time is enough to deal with.
Yes. So this person is trying to say that he will definitely separate home and work. If he is in the work, then he will work, the work related to his job. But he will always make sure that he will not bring his office works to home. Okay? That is his way of coping stress. He makes sure that he will not bring his office work to his home because
Yeah.
it's his home. I I have this mind. It is my home. This is my home. I am in my home. So I would never work the office works in here. But when he is also at work, he will not also do the houseworks because he is in the office. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so do you have questions with this answer?
I think with the B answer, that's either real difficult for me when I can't separate the my job with my family.
Mm.
Many times, I always feel very stressed, and I take all my stress and spread with other family member in my family, like my wife.
Mm-mm.
And I think that's not good. But and my wife, she don't care about that, and she also faced with many other stressful. But I think maybe I'm very greedy with my job. and I feel difficult, and I need to release my stressful.
Stress,
But
yes, my
yeah,
stress.
yeah, and but release my stress in my family. That's not good. Yeah.
Yes, I understand with you. Yes, it is not good. Okay, yes. Yeah, I also feel the same with you sometimes because when I had a bad day at work, yeah, when I have a stressful day at work, I sometimes bring it at home. Sometimes share it to my daughter. I sometimes release all my bad feelings about my bad day in school to her. And just like what you have said a while ago, it's not good. It's not good. Yes. Okay, so I think you can relate better with this topic because you have said a lot of things. I guess you have relate about the topic about relating to our work because you have expound yourself very well. When I ask you these questions, when I ask you to say something, you have said very well. You have expressed yourself very well. So we can relate this topic because it talks about our work, our job. Okay. So do you have more questions with our lesson today?
No, I don't have any questions.
Okay, so let's continue to learn this one. We will be in question number 4 tomorrow, same time, 5 to 6 in Vietnam. It's 6 to 7 in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much for today. Have a happy Saturday with your family. Okay,
Yes. Thank you so much.
yes, goodbye and see you tomorrow.